ले जाइए को लिस्ट आ जाएंगे पास। सही है वो and contemptor is present, physically present, your lordship. Lordship, I have failed to obtain details, address and mobile number and email ID of the members.
You are the main culprit and you are defending all of them. Contempt proceeding has been initiated for deliberate disobedience of this court's order dated is that order? Six 2017 passed in CWJC number 5134 of 2017, whereby following directions were issued in paragraphs 31 and 32. Court का stop. The part of the order whereby the school was directed to pay a sum of rupees 20,000 by way of compensation has not been implemented. So, it was made clear that even in case there was no representation filed by any student bracketed S, the school shall set aside the amount payable to them and deposit the same in any of the accounts of the district magistrate Omagaya as may be directed by the district magistrate Gaya within 2 weeks thereafter for payment to remaining students on due verification, if they approach the district magistrate or the school administration. So, it was further directed that if within 6 months from the said date, no claim for payment was met by some of such students, neither before the school nor before the district magistrate. They could not claim the amount anymore, and the remaining amount pending with the district magistrate, if any, shall be utilized at his discretion for the welfare of needy students of any other school, in an appropriate manner. Stop. The direction whereby the school was directed to deposit the amount has been defined. Stop. The principal of the school has filed an affidavit in the present so-called proceeding, stating therein inter alia that the financial status of the school is not such as to refund such a huge amount even after selling the all assets of the school, including its building and the land. In one of the so-called replies, a plea has been taken that since letters patent appeal preferred against the said judgment of this court has been dismissed by a division bench of this court, and the Supreme Court has also dismissed the SLP preferred on behalf of the school, the judgment of this court has merged applying the doctrine of merger, the writ court does not have any jurisdiction to initiate contempt proceeding. Stop. It has further been stated that managing committee of the school were not parties to the writ petition, and therefore they cannot be held liable for non-compliance of the court's order. Stop. At the same time, it has been stated that the deponent principal, that managing committee of the school consisted of 21 persons, out of which 2 members were nominated by the Bihar Secondary School Examination Board and 18 persons were permanent members of the managing committee. Stop. The principal of the college school became member of the committee as committee ex officio by virtue of his post, and he was under wrong and incorrect impression that he was not a permanent member of the managing committee, and therefore he had replied in negative that he was not a member of the managing committee in one of the affidavits. Stop. In the affidavit filed on 9/3/2022, the then principal of the school, Mr. Shakti Kumar, has furnished the names of the members of the managing committee, which are as under page 34, running page. When were you directed to supply your address? Where is that order? No. It is noted that by order dated 6/4/2022, Mr. Shakti Kumar, the principal of the school, was present in court, was directed to file an affidavit stating truthfully the details of the persons who had established and were managing. Sergeant.
It is noted that by order dated 6/4/2022, Mr. Shakti Kumar, the principal of the school, was present in the court, was directed to file affidavit stating truthfully the details of the persons who had established and were managing
the school. Also, he was directed to disclose the names and respective addresses of the members of the managing committee of the school with their phone numbers and email IDs. Stop. Where have you said that you don't have any knowledge? Have you filed affidavit? Where? When? 25/4.
For 4 years.
Okay. an affidavit has been filed pursuant to the said order on 25/4/2022, paragraphs 2 to 7. Read as under. Stop. On perusal of the materials on record of the writ proceeding and the averments met in the so-called reply/affidavit filed by Mr. Sakti Kumar, the principal of the school, it is evident that Mr. Sakti Kumar is not only taking vacillating pleas in respect of liability of his liability, in respect of his liability vis-a-vis the liability of the members of the managing committee of the school. So, on the one hand, he has taken a plea that no action can be initiated against members of the managing committee because they were not parties in the writ petition, in the latest affidavit, statement has been made that he does not have any idea about the place of residence and other details of the members of the managing committee. Stop. On the one hand, he has questioned the jurisdiction of this court to initiate present contempt proceeding, proceeding on the ground of applying the doctrine of merger after dismissal of the appeal by the Supreme Court, on the other hand, he has tendered unqualified apology. Also, the apology tendered by him is hereby rejected, as the same is apparently not genuine. Stop. Next. The court is of the prima facie view that the principal of the college, the school, Mr. Sakti Kumar, and other members of the managing committee of the school have willfully violated this court's order. Full stop. Not only that Mr. Sakti Kumar has violated this court's order, the court is also of the tentative view that he is creating obstruction in due disposal of the present proceeding by not furnishing factual details in respect of the members of the managing committee. Stop. in such view of the matter, the Mr. Sakti Kumar, the principal of the school who is present today in court, is taken into custody. First off. Next, the district magistrate Gaya is directed to inquire about the whereabouts of the members of the managing committee whose names have been furnished by Mr. Sakti Kumar, the principal of the school, and have been quoted in the present order. Also, in the said exercise, in course of the said exercise, the senior superintendent of police Gaya is directed to extend all assistance. Also, the court has been informed, all of them have been granted bail. Who has been granted bail? You only. FIR is against you only. They are not accused. They have not been made accused. All right.
The court has been informed. The court has been informed.
तो उसके बाद देखो, let the cause title of the present contempt proceeding be drawn afresh as under 1. Suo motu, the petitioner suo motu. 2nd, State of Bihar. 3. Sakti Kumar, or all the names which have been mentioned. और वो करके और उससे ऑर्डर निकालो, ठीक है। Let the petitioner, let Mr. Sakti Kumar be produced before the Registrar General for his release on bail on furnishing personal bond in order to ensure his appearance on the next date. List this matter on 3 weeks. First off, in the meanwhile, the district magistrate there shall be required to submit a report as to whether the addresses of the members of the managing committee of the school have been found out or not.
In the meanwhile, the district magistrate Gaya shall be required to submit a report as to
Submit
whether
a report by way of state affidavit disclosing the details about the outcome of inquiry relating to the whereabouts of the members of the managing committee of the school. Yes. Yes, I will be rising. Is there any urgent matter? ले जाइए को लिस्ट आ जाएंगे पास। सही है। ओ प्लीज मिस्टर रजिस्ट्रार जनरल को खबर करवा दो, उनको पर्सनल बॉन्ड पे छोड़ना है केस में जी। Yes, Mr. Trivedi, have you seen the orders and yes, let the details come. Do you want to say anything? Today's order is, there is no problem with today's order? Please come. You have to assist the court, Mr. Trivedi.
I was thinking whether still after the merger of this order, my lord's order to the NPA, whether this court will still have jurisdiction to decide.
So according to you, it has no jurisdiction.
There are just several judgments of the Supreme Court.
Well, I have not decided anything on that. Please assist. There is no decision. Supreme Court has just dismissed the SLP.
From after merger, the principle that has been laid down by is that my lord's order becomes non-existent. After had my lord initiated before the merger, matter would have been different. But if after merger,
Where is the question of merger? When there is dismissal, where is the question of merger? If an order, if an appeal is dismissed in limine, then where is the question of merger? And according to you, the Supreme Court has jurisdiction.
in limine by Supreme Court,
Yes.
but by LPA bench.
Yes, yes.
Apart from that, so far as the Article 215 is concerned, with the this honorable court,
I would like to ask.
the honorable court has free power to.
I am open to, and therefore I have not given any opinion on that.